was 13 years when I started my competitions in the athletic field, and traveling was a nightmare then. It has changed a lot of late. I combine my track and field competition with travel. I go to a certain place after the competition, not before.
Not before, okay.
Yeah, because we are quite tense before the competitions, and if you're fit, you can enjoy wherever you go, because overseas you have to walk a lot.
Okay.
Even in India, I mean, we prefer to take a car and go around, but given a choice, I would like to walk. Yeah, so runcations these days have become very popular. And, people want to combine their running events and travel. And we have tied up, NEB Sports has tied up with Adventura.
Hello and welcome to the Adventura podcast, where we bring you inspiring conversations with people who challenge limits, embrace the unknown, and turn passion into purpose. I'm your host, Anup Bansal. Today's guest is someone who has done all of that and much more. We are honored to welcome Reeth Devaiah, one of India's pioneering athletes and a lifelong champion of sports and fitness. An Arjuna Awardee, former national heptathlon champion, and Asian medalist in long jump and 100-meter hurdles, Reeth helped redefine what was possible for women in Indian athletics. Her journey is one of relentless discipline, resilience, and reinvention. From breaking records and standing on international podiums to continuing to compete and excel as a masters athlete, she has shown that excellence has no age limit. But impact goes far beyond medals. Reeth has spent years mentoring young athletes, advocating for clean sport, and inspiring people of all generations to lead healthier and more active lives. Her story is not just about winning competitions. It's about perseverance, purpose, and the courage to keep evolving. In this episode, we'll talk about the highs and lows of elite sport, the mindset that sustained her through decades of competition, and the lessons adventure and athletics can teach us about life itself. So sit back, get inspired, and join me in welcoming Reeth Devaiah to the Adventura podcast. Welcome, Reeth.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Reeth, you have been an athlete from a very young age and would have started traveling since very early and since your childhood, right? So how has travel evolved over the period of time?
Well, when I started, I was 13 years when I started my competitions in the athletic field. And traveling was a nightmare then. It has changed a lot of late because traveling in the train from Mysore, then to Bangalore and all the way to other states where we had the competitions would be very tough because we would travel second class without reservations. But now that, you have your own finances, traveling has become much more comfortable because you can either take the train or the, flight and reach wherever you want to.
So did you find travel as a necessary evil to participate in competitions, or did you enjoy that part as well? Because given all the challenges that you had earlier, right, during travel.
Yes, like I mentioned earlier, it was a big challenge for us, and it is a necessity. You have to travel to reach a certain place. And those days we could not afford to take the flights. Plus, it wasn't available for us that easily. So it was only by trains, and that too trains was only second class. It was tough. So it was a necessary evil at that point of time.
But now is it something that you enjoy? Or?
Yeah, you can say that I enjoy because you can book your flight tickets whenever you want to your convenience and reach at the destination, at your convenience. And it feels good when you plan everything and, go according to what is required.
And what kind of travel do you like, and what kind of places you like to visit? And does it help you in in your athletics or in your competitions?
Well, when we were actually competing in my younger days at the top level within the national championships, and when I represented the country, we had to go with the team. And it is, you just go, take the flight, go to a certain, place from the airport, hotel, track, and then it's back. We were not allowed to, leave the campus and travel and visit the place. It was very, very strict. Only now that I have, started competing in the masters category, I combine my track and field competition with travel. I go to a certain place after the competition, not before.
Not before, okay.
Yeah, because we are quite tense before the competitions. And once the competition is finished, we are relaxed and we travel and see the place around, not just that particular city where we are traveling, but in and around the other countries too. Yeah.
And what kind of activities do you like to do on this travel? And is there particular places that you really like when you're traveling, like beaches or mountains or forests?
It's a combination of different things. Suppose if it is Goa, then definitely it's a beach city, right? Then you have to enjoy the water and the beach and the food there and things like that. But when you go overseas, there are, the architecture is beautiful. Rome is beautiful, historically. So you see those different kind of places. And last time we went to Sweden for a World Championships, and we were 5 of us together. And from Sweden, we went to Norway and we did a trek there, Glado Pigin, one of the treks there. And it was very challenging. But, it's so different when you have set your mind and you want to do something, you just go through it.
Yeah, Scandinavian region is very, very,
it's very
beautiful, very beautiful. So recently, you trekked to Everest Base Camp and also 3 passes there. So what special preparations did you do for that, and how was the experience?
Special preparation, I didn't do anything different than what I usually do, because I go to the gym twice a week and then I'm on the track coaching and training for myself, in Kandirava Stadium, which is twice a week. So all 6 days in a week.
You are anyway preparing all the time.
Yeah, I am doing. So I think weights is really very, very important when you do activities like, Everest Base Camp and the passes. And that helped me a lot. And most of them who had come, we were 15 of us, they all, at least 2 months before their trek, they did some kind of weight training and it helped them. And I think the most important thing is your mental attitude.
Yeah, okay.
It was very, very tough, the Everest Base Camp and the 3 passes that I did, that is the Kongmala, Renzola and Chola Pass. And I've never done anything as tough as this earlier. And I think mentally, because I'm tough and I want to do something, I set out and I complete it.
Because of your training as an athlete also, right?
Yeah. So we focus on something and we train towards a certain, whether it's a competition or whatever you do. So your mind is set towards that. And there was no way that I would, give up in between and say, I cannot do it. So I'm happy that I did it, and it was an experience of a lifetime for me.
Oh, congratulations. And I think, it's worth remembering and worth the memories, right? So tell us an interesting, you must have had a lot of experiences during travel, during your early days and now also. So tell us an interesting anecdote from one of your travel experience.
Like I mentioned before, during my competitive days when I was younger and representing the country, as a senior athlete, like I told you, we were not allowed to travel much and look around the places, like whether it was, Korea or any other place that I went during the 86 Asian Games. And it was mainly for us at that point of time, meeting athletes from different countries and, the way they train, the way they warm up. That was the thing for us, more focus. But now that I'm competing in the masters level, again, it is when you go there and meet lots of people from different countries. Here in India, everybody says, oh, you're so fit for your age and things like that. But when I go overseas and I see the athletes there, it is fabulous. They are very, very fit. And that is one part of my traveling, that I like to meet people and, want to talk about their culture and different parts of the world. But at the same time, for me, the anecdote, I would not, have one special thing, because each place you go to, it's different.
Okay.
I have happy memories of most of the places that I have been to, and the latest is my Everest Base Camp one. Okay. So I don't have any one special thing.
So fitness is an important prerequisite being an athlete. So fitness will be an important prerequisite, as well as it's a byproduct. So do you think travel can be a fitness activity or can help you prepare better to be fit?
I think it's the other way around.
Okay.
Because
you enjoy also travel, right? So you can get to do that.
Yeah.
Right?
So I think if you're fit, you can enjoy wherever you go, because overseas you have to walk a lot.
Okay.
Even in India, I mean, we prefer to take a car and go around, but given a choice, I would like to walk, wherever I go. So if you're fit, you can enjoy. You don't get tired, and, you can look around many places. Walking is better, they say, when you go, especially to the Europe and Scandinavian countries. But at the same time, I would say that
can be a great motivator, right?
Yeah. So every time people, if I say, you should travel before you get too old, then they say, oh, no, I can't walk too much. And, my legs hurt. So one most important thing is for you to stay fit. Walk as much as you can. I'm not telling everybody that you have to run and, keep fit. Even if walking, they say 10,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
But if that is not possible, at least, 6,000-7,000 steps and do a little bit of stretches will take you a long way. Yeah.
So viewers, you heard Reeth. Keeping fit really makes you enjoy your travel. So make sure that you can do like any simple activities like just walking, but you don't have to do like always some strenuous activity, but it's always good to enjoy your travel. And people say, right, what the best way to explore a city is by walking around, right?
Yep.
Rather than going in taxis or something, because that way you can just enjoy the food, enjoy the culture, enjoy the people, right? So I guess along the same lines, what can people do to prepare for soft adventure activities if they are very passive but want to travel? So it'll be the similar kind of fitness that they should do, right?
Yeah, so runcations these days have become very popular, and people want to combine their running events and travel. And we have tied up, NEB Sports has tied up with Adventura, and we have, you can go to the Adventura app or on NEB Sports website, and then if it's a particular, we have tied up, and you can register for the event, and through the app to Adventura, you can explore whatever you want to do, which is listed out in their website. So I think it is really, really nice that you don't have to sit and plan everything for yourself. Adventura does that for you.
Yeah, actually, that's thank you for bringing this up, because NEB's Sports is one of the leading marathon or run organizers in the country, and it's great to partner with them on these runcations where you combine vacation with the run, right? And we take care of end-to-end everything.
Yeah, because not everybody are capable of planning their travel and wherever they want to go. So and a company like Adventura, there are many companies, but Adventura is doing a good job with NEB Sports, and people can register through our app or through Adventura and enjoy not only their run, but the city wherever they want to go.
Yeah, so recently, and actually we have been doing this every year. Last year also, I think we did this after every run, that especially the Delhi marathon, we'll go to some other city. So last year we went to Amritsar, this year we went to Jaipur, and you can eat the food also, without much guilt, because you just run and you get to explore the places. So that's a great way to combine. Yes. And so regarding travel, for solo travelers, for example, especially women, even today, they have reservations to travel because of safety and inadequate facilities. So what would be your advice to solo travelers, especially women?
Yeah, there are very few women who, travel on their own. But I mean, including me, I don't like to travel alone. At least there has to be one person who I can, sit and talk to, or you go back to your hotel, you have, can sit and have a chai together and things like that. And that's one of the things, whether it's runcations or any other thing, I think Adventura is doing a good job of, planning for you. And whether it is solo or in a group, I think Adventra is doing a good job of, taking a solo traveler or a group, whichever place they want to. So I think it's most important now that, they say there is a time and age for you to travel also.
Yes.
So, as if you get too old, then you can't travel because you have inhibitions of your own saying that, I get too tired or, safety reasons or you fall ill and things like that. So probably that thought will go away if there is somebody like Adventra who is going to plan it for them and you are going to be there to help them around.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So what kind of challenges and issues you have faced during your travel recently? Have you kind of faced certain challenges and issues that you kind of work with, and how do you address them?
Actually, I mean, most of the times you take the flight, right? It's only the cancellation of flights, which is the worst thing, which bothers you, and sitting in the airport for long hours and they don't tell you in advance the flight is cancelled, and it's really, really terrible. And in Nepal recently, when we went there, the weather was the decider for the flights to take off, especially the flight. And we got stuck in a place called Lukla for 2 days because the weather was so bad and the flights were not taking off. So those are, you can say there are unavoidable circumstances because of the weather. But here in India, when I have to travel, cancellation of flights is the worst thing, I think.
Okay. And do you have you faced planning challenges during your travel? Like, how do you plan your travel and everything?
See, for me, it is, you plan everything ahead, right? If I'm going to a place and I want to travel and I have to see the place, each day is planned as to what we have to do. Because like I said earlier, I don't travel alone, and we are at least 5-6 of us. We go together and travel. So each one is given a responsibility, and you say, okay, on day 1, you take charge of that day 1 and you plan, and day 2 somebody else. But now with Adventra, I think people can give you the responsibility of they can tell you what they want to see, and you can plan for them and take them wherever they want.
Yeah, and we do have a planning kind of module on our platform where people can plan things out, and then they can kind of do that. Well, Reeth, it's been a pleasure talking to you today. And thank you so much for sharing your experiences and sharing your views on what people can do and what fitness levels they require, because definitely fitness is something that is really, really needed to travel. So thank you so much for your time today.
It's been a pleasure. And for me, fitness has been the most important thing. And I remember my parents telling me when I was barely 10, 12, saying that health is wealth. So if you have health on your side, it's like you have everything in the world. You may have tons of money, but you don't have good health, everything is lost.
Yes,
so
true. Thank you so much.
Yeah, pleasure.
So listeners and viewers, you heard Reeth about her experiences combining runs with vacations and what it takes to plan an adventure. If all this talk has you itching to plan your next escape, check out Adventra. Whether you are a solo traveler, a couple, or part of a group trip, Adventra helps you turn your travel ideas into real unforgettable experiences. Download it today and start planning smarter. Trust me, your future self will thank you.